Hey guys, it is Saturday morning here in the Philippines, and as promised, we're doing a couple of bonus unboxing videos this weekend to kind of get me caught up. Getting a little bit behind. I was trying to accumulate some stuff to do like a miscellaneous Monday unboxing with a bunch of different manufacturers, but some of these cars are really nice, so I figured some of them deserve their own video, their own 15 minutes of fame. So that's what we're going to try to do, is keep it at like 15 or 20 minutes on each of these different models. Now, sometimes they will be unboxed in pairs. Like today, we're doing the new RUF Yellowbird Porsche from Par 64. I got both variants, the iconic yellow one and then the one in black. So these are very beautiful models that were done by Par 64. My first experience at Par 64 was kind of a little bit mixed feelings. Their car was great. The casting looked beautiful. It was the BMW i8 with the Liberty Walk wide body kit. And I was really happy at the casting itself, really happy overall, except the way the paint was. It wasn't orange pilled, it wasn't rashing or anything like that. It just kind of had like a textured look to it, and it was very hard, I don't know, to see flat spots in the paint, whereas usually I'm pretty picky with that, so I was a little bit critical on their paint, but it wasn't that bad. Most people probably would have overlooked it, but myself, well, what I do is I'm a critic on diecast, so have to be a little bit critical on it. These, on the other hand, look fabulous. The yellow one I got first, I looked at it and was like, man, this is a beautiful car. So while I had the opportunity, I ordered the black one. And I just got the black one yesterday, so I figured this is the perfect video to do this Saturday for the unboxing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the iconic one first, which is the yellow one. This is the one that you see most in most videos that are about this RUF Yellowbird. And this car has a very rich history, and I didn't know much about this guy or this car until I got this model and started researching it. I had heard about it and maybe seen it before in some auctions or something, but really never knew what it was and what it was about. But it actually is a really cool car. I guess it set the fastest car record in 1987, so it was a really cool car. So there's a lot of great videos on YouTube, one especially from Haggerty that I watched a couple days ago on the car to get some insight and some facts about the car for my video, and it was really a good video, so take a look at that one if you guys have some extra time and want to know more about this beast. It's a very good video. And actually, let's go ahead and get this guy out and take a look at him. So this is 1/64 scale diecast, 64 Para, better known as Par 64. On the top side, we have RUF to represent the guy's name that manufactured this car, or modified this car, I should say. 1/64 scale diecast, 64 Para once again. There's no ink caps because this is just a cardboard sleeve. On the bottom side, you have your Par 64 again, where to find them online, and that they are part of Jotty Toys, also known as Paragon Models. Then it tells you about their age restrictions and other like hazards and warning labels and other things like that here on the right. On the back side, you have the RUF name again, and then you have the designs and trademarks used under license from RUF, and then you have at the bottom the 1/64 scale RUF CTR Yellowbird 1987 Blossom Yellow left-hand drive with the model number PASS291. So, and then these cardboard sleeves just slide right off. And what's cool, I think this is, if I'm saying it right, Nürburgring, the racetrack, I think that's what this is here, because that's where that car was raced and where it set the speed record for 87, and where it's noted as, I forget who was driving it to set these records, but he was actually drifting this car around some of the turns of smoke flying off the rear tires, and where he was just kind of drifting it around these turns. So really cool. to watch these videos on the real car. And I think that's the track there. but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I would assume that it is, but still yet not sure. And then you have the RUF logo again there. So usually with these Par 64 display cases, they're really nice. They're really thick and heavy duty. They are usually held down by these round circle transparent stickers, as you see here. So I've already taken this one out and taken a look at him. So let's pull this off. And then you have at the front part here the RUF CTT. Now that's kind of strange because it says CTR on the package on the back of the pack and things like that. And then also when I'm looking it up online to find videos about the real one-to-one car, it's always CTR. So I'm not sure why this is CTT. So maybe somebody can enlighten me on that one. I did not get any insight on that when I was watching the videos on this car. So anyways, looking at the front of the car, it looks very, very good. It has acrylic headlight lenses. Now, the marker lights and the fog lights are painted, but the headlight lenses are acrylic. The headlight bezel is a separate piece. Then you have your Porsche emblem. You have your, like, I think, photo-etched wipers. And then the mirrors, I know they kind of look a little bit like, I don't know, mismounted or a little inaccurate, but these are actually accurate for this car specifically. These are mirrors from a 935, and it's actually really bad for visibility, but great for aerodynamics, as they stated in one of their videos. There's a lot of subtle facts about this car to make it very aerodynamic, very light, and very fast. So there's actually a lightweight version of this car, and the lightweight version, you can tell they said it on the one-to-one because it would not have fog lights. It would have fog light delete. So back to this specific model though. This is your regular one, and I think the curb weight is just a hair over like 2,600 pounds. So the car is very light. And it had a lot of power, right around 469 horsepower out of a 3.4 liter flat six twin turbo. So produced a huge amount of power for a little light car. And this is also what they were calling like the narrow body Carrera. And it also had even more mods done to the back end to make it a little more aerodynamic. They said they smoothed the rear bumper cover and such things like that. So really cool car. Even the rain gutter, what I call drip rail molding, was basically shaved off and filled in there to kind of also help with the aerodynamics. So very cool little subtle details, but also pointed out in the Haggerty video that if it was sitting in a group of other 911s, it would probably fit right in. A lot of people would not notice these subtle little changes until it was on the track. Now, as you can see, they did a great job with all the little details, such as those mirrors, such as like shaving the rain gutters, and then also with the detail of the window molding in black, the window trim, black door handles, the rocker moldings or stripes, whatever you'd like to call them. The wheels, they did a fantastic job on the wheels. No brake detail on the Paras though, but still not bad. And then the red acrylic taillight lenses, the corners I think should have been like an amber orange, but still yet not bad with trying to replicate and give it that detail with the red acrylic. I do dig it, looks good. Then you have your RUF CTT plate, and then you have, I think it's even CTT on the rear deck lid there. Then the well tell that we call, well, what I call it, with the yellow body color detail, and then the flat black detail on the sides. So really nice piece. So let's get him off the stand and take a look at the base. And hopefully I remembered to bring my screwdriver, and I did. I brought the screwdriver to the party this time on Wednesday. I forgot it when we were doing our chase car unboxing. What's cool about these two, it's just one screw. And They kind of hold the car better with the little plate that they use. It has two nipples that go into the base and then two nipples that go into the chassis, as you can see here. So it makes it quick and easy to get these off of the base. So, little bit of detail on the base. Bottom of the engine, the belly of the motor, I should say, maybe, and then your rear suspension, rear differential, front suspension. Very like primitive details, but still has some details. And then has your manufacturing copyrights, and then the Par 64 logo. Rubber tires, and they do roll. Tires do lack some detail. There's no tread. They're just kind of like racing slicks. I'm not sure like what the car was running on the track. This may be to replicate like the slicks that it was running on the track, or not sure if this should have been like the street trim version, if they're just lacking detail on the tire tread. So that could be the problem, that they're just lacking some details here. Excuse me, guys. And then, excuse me, a little choked up here. So anyways, I'm not sure if that was like a mistake, lack of detail, or if it's to represent like the racing slicks for the track. So not sure on that one. But this is a very, very nice car. So let's move along to the black one. Not really going to go over the box details except for the UPC to kind of see what they call the color. And nothing special, just black. It's not like blossom yellow like they call this one. So just black. So let's get him out, take a look at him. And this looks fantastic in black. And when I ordered the first one, I was debating whether or not to get black or yellow. The reason I went with yellow, because you can see all of the great details that Para put into this, or Paragon Models put into this model, and it looks fantastic. So that's why I went with the yellow one. Now, as the black one, as you can see, like all of the side details, like that black molding, you can't see. And then your black window trim, you cannot see. Black door handles, once again, cannot see it. And then even with the rear spoiler, the well tell, you can see the matte black trim though. But because it's body color, it is black. It doesn't really break it up really nice like the yellow one. So, as you can see, all the detail. Then also with all the window moldings, the wipers, everything is really hard to see on the black one. They're there, and the details are there, but it just all camouflages in with the gloss black paint. And the paint on these two models, I should point out, laid down perfectly. They're like glass. So, very shiny, very flat, just the way I like it. So I've even noticed this sometimes with some of the mini GT models where the paint is a little bit textured looking. So just something I'm going to have to learn to deal with, I guess, with some of these models. But the black one does look fantastic. Even the mirrors, it's hard to even see it. The mirrors are there because of the aerodynamic 935 mirrors. And they're really hard to see because it all blends in like camouflage in this black car. So, once again, you have the RUF CTR Par 64 on your base plate. So, let's get him off and look at his chassis. So, this is a great looking car. I was going to probably pass these along to some other collector once I got done. I was going to sell these, but I think I'm going to hold on to these. I've kind of grown to really love these cars. Now, as we can see on the black one too, that it's not really an error on the yellow one, that these are lacking tread on the tires too. You just have your like racing slick and minimal details on the base. Basically same car, just black. Just kind of curious about those tires, but I guess they're all supposed to have that slick, no tread look. I don't know if that was done intentionally to represent slicks, as I mentioned, or if it's just a lack of detail with tire tread. The cars do roll, but not very, very freely like a lot, as you can see. Kind of like, I don't know, like a tarmac. It rolls if you force it, but like trying to push it, it doesn't go very far. Yellow one, same way. It rolls, but as I said, just a little. So it's not like a Hot Wheel or anything like that. It does have a little bit of rolling issues, but it still rolls and looks good. A little bit better than I can say for some car manufacturers. Really don't like the non-rolling castings, although I got a couple that are coming up for some unboxings that we will take a look at here soon. Actually, Sunday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We may do a couple of mini GT cars, or we may do the Eno 64 that I have. And I will decide that tomorrow whenever I get ready to make the video. But this is one I wanted to bring you guys today, why these are still fresh. The price on these cars, too, are really a good buy for the quality of car. There are 550 pesos in the Philippines, which is equivalent to about $11 or $11.50 in the States. Not sure what the retailers sell them for in the States. If you find like a Par 64 distributor, they should be right around the same price. But I'm not sure if they're like price gouging because they're from the other side of the world. So I'm not sure how the prices look in the States. But here they're going for about $11, $11.50. Some of the other people that are, I don't think distributors, are a little higher, but even for like $12 or $13, this car is a really good buy. It's equivalent to Mini GT quality. The difference is like pros and cons. Plastic chassis, whereas Mini GT is a metal on metal. But these come in a really, really nice acrylic display case. So, pros and cons, but overall, really nice piece, really nice to have in your collection, especially if you're a Porsche fan. You need these cars in your collection. Or if you just collect exotic cars with a lot of like rich history, this is a must-have for like exotic car collectors. After I found out the history of this car and how badass this car is, that's the one reason I decided to keep these in my collection and also purchased a black one. Because it's just a really cool piece to have in any collection. If you're a Euro car fan or not, and I collect some Euro stuff, but not a lot. But this is a must-have. So, guys, that's about it for this video. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. I left the icon here on the right. Just click that and subscribe. On the left here, I left an icon for another video of mine. Check that out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you enjoyed this one. Please give me a thumbs up and please share the video and enjoy your Saturday. And I will be back tomorrow with another video. So thanks for watching, guys.